On the news tonight, the Zamfara State House of Assembly takes 2 key resolutions. Stakeholders adopt measures to mitigate impact of flooding in Zamfara as medical expert cautions public against causes of cholera. Plus, operatives of Pansanyama neutralize over 30 terrorists. Good evening, our viewers, and welcome to NTA News. I am Umar Adam with full text of the bulletin. The Zamfara State House of Assembly has made 2 key resolutions regarding infrastructure development in Bukum local government area of the state. This followed a motion presented by the member representing Bukum South, Hamisu A. Faru. Parliamentary correspondent Bello Sani reports.
At its plenary sitting, the Zamfara State House of Assembly deliberated on and resolved to call on state government to rehabilitate the old Jumu'at mosque in Gurusu, situated in the Nasarawar Burkulu ward of Bukum local government area. Presenting the motion before the House, the member representing Bukum South, Hamis Efaru, said the mosque was in shabby and dilapidated condition and called for urgent government intervention to address the needs of his constituents. Contributing to the motion, several members expressed support and emphasized the importance of rehabilitating the mosques without delay. The House thereafter unanimously resolved to call on state government to undertake the rehabilitation as a matter of urgency.
It is your wish that we call upon the Zamfara State government to renovate second Jumu'at mosque of Gurusu, Nasarawa, and Burkulu local government area. This is supposed to say, yes, again,
Meanwhile, the House also called on state government to construct a 20-kilometer road from Gwashi through Mashagopo, ending at Akau village in Bukum South. In Gusau, Bello Sani, NTA News.
Following the flood alert issued by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, Zamfara State has intensified an awareness campaign as part of strategies to mitigate the impact of flooding in the state. Correspondent Halil Muhammad Umar reports that the campaign focuses on precautionary measures to minimize risks.
Zamfara State is among the states at risk of experiencing flash floods according to the Nigerian Meteorological Agency's recent alert. The Sokoto River potentially affecting the state adds to this risk. With the notification and heavy rainfall already being witnessed in some parts of the state, proactive steps are being taken to mitigate the impact of flooding.
Once they predict, they sent to us, we worked, and to be fair to them, almost their prediction come to happen. There was never a time they predict and it doesn't happen. Another strategy we adopt is we have our desk officers in almost all the local government areas. So by the time anything happens, before we even go there, we will get a report from our desk officer.
The executive secretary who described the flood experienced last year, particularly in Gumi local government area of the state, as devastating, however, said with the measures adopted this year, the risk will be minimized.
With what the government did last year, opening up the canals, I don't think that, inshallah, it will be as bad as last year, even if it will come. I don't think it will be bad. So to some extent, people are responding, but not at the pace we expect. Because if we are to go at our expectations, we just pray that this year we will have minimal damage, if there will be any.
Residents in high-risk areas are being advised to clear drainage channels, relocate to higher ground during heavy rainfall, and stay informed by monitoring NIMET's weather forecast and alerts. In Gusau, Halil Muhammad, NTA News.
As rainfall progresses, people have been advised to avoid contaminated food and water resulting from open defecation and poor sanitation to prevent spread of cholera. A consultant of infectious disease, Dr. Kabir Muhammad Mandi, gave the advice while speaking with NTA News on the preventive measures against cholera infection. Our correspondent completes the report. Cholera is an acute infectious disease that spreads in human and domestic animals through contaminated water or food. The disease mostly occurs during the rainy season due to often defecation and poor sanitation, with symptoms like diarrhea and vomiting that result in dehydration. Speaking of the disease, a consultant of infectious disease, Dr. Aminu Muhammad Mandi, identified regular hand washing, environmental sanitation, and food hygiene as some of the preventive measures against cholera.
Before you eat, you wash your hands. After you eat, you wash your hands. Make sure that all the kitchen utensils are properly clean and they're kept in a safe place. The next step of prevention is once somebody develops diarrhea within the household, as quickly as possible, it should be taken to the nearest hospital for treatment.
Dr. Aminu Mandi, who maintained that cholera is preventable, also advised the public to remain hydrated through the use of oral rehydration solutions and avoid direct contact with infected persons to prevent spread of the disease. He added that the government and donor agencies have a role to play in eradicating cholera by creating more awareness, ensuring potable water supply, and control refuse dumping, among others.
Bishop Health, whose responsibility is to support the primary healthcare centers in making sure that they have the capacity to treat and manage those cases. And then it is also the responsibility of the Ministry of Health for public health enlightenment, indicating the communities on how to take care of their health, how to respond whenever there is this kind of outbreak.
It is strongly believed that with cooperation and proper action among key stakeholders and promoting community engagement through environmental and personal hygiene practice, a cholera-free society can be achieved. In Gusau, Umar Adam, NTA News. The air component of Operation Pansanyamma (OPFY) has achieved a major breakthrough in Zamfara State, killing dozens of terrorists and their collaborators during a precision airstrike on August 4, 2025. According to Captain David Adewusi media information of Operation Pansanyamma, the strike targeted terrorists who had gathered at the foot of Asola Hills in Mkuzuwa, Sapi local government area of the state for a wedding ceremony. He noted that the operation was carried out based on credible intelligence, identifying the terrorists as coming from Paskari and Kankara in Katsina State and other parts of Zamfara. Captain David noted that several terrorists were killed instantly, while many others sustained severe injuries and were reportedly evacuated by their colleagues to Mkuzo village for treatment. He said a follow-up operation by troops of 1 brigade under Sector 2 of Operation Pansanyamma encountered and successfully repelled an ambush along the route to the village. The media information officer added that reliable local sources confirmed that no fewer than 30 terrorists were neutralized, with 4 collaborators from Kunchin Kalgo village critically injured in the operations. The military personnel who further noted that residents of Mkuzu, Safi and surrounding communities have expressed relief over the development, said Operation Pansanyamma is determined to restore peace and security across Zamfara and the wider Northwest region. The Nigeria Forest Security Service reaffirmed commitment to complement efforts of conventional security agencies in securing the country from banditry, insurgency, and other forms of criminality. This comes to the fore during the passing out parade of a 5-zonal training for personnel of the service from Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara State held in Sokoto. Ali Muhammad Kawai completes the report.
More than 300 personnel passed out of the training out of more than 6,000 personnel across Sokoto, Kebbi and Zamfara states. The 5-day training aims at inculcating in them operational ethics. The forest guards assured of operating professionally, focusing more on intelligence sharing in synergy with other conventional security agencies.
But now we are hunting. We are no more hunting the animal. We are hunting the criminal. So our main focus is to cure the forest and the people's lives and the property.
A bill establishing the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Services scaled all the necessary legislative procedures at the National Assembly, now awaiting the presidential assent to legally operate across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. This is to prevent and combat forest crimes and enhance security within Nigerian forests, among others.
We appeal all individual wealthy dignitaries, philanthropists, to give this organization maximum support, like to provide mobility, light arms, and all of our necessary need to support this security organization. We are ready, we are volunteers to overcome the issue of insurgency across the country.
I expect them to exercise what they have been taught in the training for 5 days, so that they will be the good ambassadors of this organization.
The event featured a colorful passing out parade and entertainment that thrilled the audience. In Sokoto, Aliyu Muhammad Kawai, NTA News.
On this note, we complete our news tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.